Hi guys, my name is Aidan Martin. I'm the author of Euphoric Recall.
My name is Mark Deans. I am the illustrator of Euphoric Recall.
So we both studied at Lothian College. I graduated in 2014. I studied social sciences. I actually started off studying health and social care because I wanted to do a career that helped other people, and that was a great course. But during that year, my lecturers discovered I was really passionate about crime, and as a recovering addict, I was interested in the reasons why people got involved in a life of addiction or a life of offending behaviour. And so I ended up changing to social sciences to study subjects like psychology, criminology and sociology being my favourite.
I qualified in 2010. I left the college. I did an NQ in media and then a HNC in television.
So yeah, as I said, the reason I wanted to do that course was to help other people. The course highlights for me were definitely getting a better understanding on offending behaviour, on addictive behaviour, on any kind of criminal behaviour in society, because I don't think that people are all morally inferior, and there's many reasons for why people end up in those kind of lifestyles. So that was one of my course highlights. Another course highlight for me was I was a young vulnerable guy when I started the course, and the lecturers there were great. They helped build me back up and make me believe in myself. I didn't have the best experience at high school, and I came into college thinking I was daft, and I left that college thinking that anything was possible.
I wanted to study that course because I always pictured myself moving into the creative industry. As I was getting older, I always liked art and music at school. And I think that was a great course to choose to get into that kind of sector. Again, it was 2 years. The highlight of the 2 years, obviously I've made a lot of friends that I'm still friends with now 10 years later. I produced a 15-minute film that I'm still proud of all this time later, and I still hold it against as one of my highest accomplishments.
So just to explain a little bit about the book, it's called Euphoric Recall. It's a book about addiction and recovery, addiction from substances, sexual addiction, it's about trauma, it's about recovery, it's about hope, it's got violence in it, severe mental health, suicide, and it's sort of set against growing up in Livingston, which was a new town obviously, in the 80s, 90s and 2000s. There's been a side story to that because when I was writing the book, I needed someone to do my front cover, and I contacted Mark, who's my best friend, one of my oldest friends in the world, and he was just starting on his art, and I said to him about doing my wee front cover.
Yeah, and of course I accepted. I read the book, and straight out the gate I was able to start on producing just pieces that I could put to you. And again, it was one of the first, if not the very first drawing that I did that you chose.
Yeah, Mark ended up doing all different sketches, some really quality sketches for the book, but for some reason the first one he done just really hit home, and that is now officially the front cover. And we've got kind of a wee side story where we're two lads for the scheme. We grew up in Ladywell, and we're two lads for the scheme with a dream now, and we've got this book coming out, and we're both being published together for the first time. You don't need to know right now where you're going to end up. I would just take your course one day at a time. Trust your lecturers, they're good at giving you guidance. And the three best qualities that I stuck to were perseverance, hard work and determination. I used to think going to college and uni meant you had to be an egghead, you had to be just the most smartest person in the room, and that's not necessarily true. I think as long as you're hard working and you're determined and you know you want to do something with this, your degree could open up doors, or your HNC, if it's the HNC you're doing, could open up doors for you that you don't even know is going to open up. And we're doing this together, and none of us had any idea we'd end up doing this.
Couldn't have said anything about myself.